Close your eyes and imagine stepping into a sanctuary of serenity, a place where every breath is filled with the sweet fragrance of blooming flowers, where nature's rhythm gently calms your senses. Picture a space where the worries of the world fall away, replaced by the soothing hum of bees, the rustling of leaves, and the gentle whisper of the wind through the trees. This is the world of a cottage garden, a retreat where the beauty of nature surrounds you, inviting you to slow down, breathe deeply, and savor the moment. It's a place not just of plants, but of peace, where the soul finds rest and the heart feels lighter. There's a kind of magic that happens when you enter a cottage garden. It's not just a garden, it's an experience. The very air feels different, softer somehow, as if the garden itself is whispering an invitation to relax. Here, you're not just a visitor, but part of a larger harmony, where every sound, every scent, every shift in the breeze works together to soothe and restore. The stillness is profound, yet alive. It's not the quiet of silence, but the quiet of life gently unfolding around you. The birds sing softly from hidden perches, and the rustling of leaves underfoot creates a subtle, natural melody. The world outside may rush by, but here, time slows down. The garden asks nothing of you, except that you be present, that you allow yourself to feel its quiet embrace. Every corner of a cottage garden is alive with color, but not in the structured, predictable way of a formal garden. Here, the flowers bloom freely, painting a living canvas of colors that seem to dance together in the light. There are soft pastels mingling with bold, vibrant hues, and everywhere you turn, there's something new to discover. The flowers spill over their beds in a joyful abundance, as if the garden itself is celebrating life in its most beautiful, untamed form. Roses climb along weathered trellises, their petals full and fragrant, while delicate wildflowers create a soft, colorful carpet below. It's not a design, but a tapestry woven by nature's hand. The garden feels alive, not just with plants, but with the energy of growth, change, and renewal. Every bloom tells a story, every leaf adds its voice to the chorus of life, and together they create a masterpiece that shifts and changes with the seasons. As you move deeper into the garden, you feel it, the embrace of nature. It's in the warmth of the sun on your skin, in the way the dappled light filters through the leaves, casting shifting patterns on the path ahead. The garden surrounds you, enfolds you, making you feel at once sheltered and free. There's a softness here, a gentleness in the way the plants seem to lean towards you as you walk, as if the garden itself is welcoming you into its quiet world. The air is rich with the scent of earth and flowers, a fragrance that feels like a balm to the soul. Each step brings you deeper into the experience, as if the garden is drawing you in, inviting you to leave behind the noise of the world and simply be. In this space, you are part of something timeless, something pure, where the natural world offers its gifts freely and without expectation. One of the most magical things about a cottage garden is how it changes throughout the day. In the soft light of morning, the garden feels fresh and new, as if every flower has just woken up to greet the sun. Dew sparkles on the petals, and the air is cool and crisp, filled with the scent of damp earth and blooming roses. As the day unfolds, the garden takes on a different character. The midday sun brings warmth, and the flowers seem to glow with their own inner light. Shadows dance and shift, and the textures of the garden, wooden benches, stone pathways, the velvety petals of flowers, take on a richness that invites touch and exploration. By late afternoon, the garden feels almost dreamlike, as the golden light bathes everything in a soft, warm glow. The world outside seems far away, and time itself feels like it's gently unwinding. There's no rush here, no straight lines or clearly marked paths. A cottage garden is a place for wandering, for losing yourself in its meandering trails and hidden corners. Each turn brings something unexpected: a patch of wildflowers spilling over a stone wall, a shaded nook where a bench invites you to sit and stay for a while, or a glimpse of sunlight filtering through a canopy of leaves. The joy of a cottage garden is in the discovery, in the way it unfolds itself slowly, revealing its secrets to those who take the time to explore. You never know what you'll find around the next corner, and that's part of the magic. It's a place that invites you to leave behind the hurry and rush of everyday life and simply wander, without purpose, without plan, letting the beauty of the garden guide you. One of the most enchanting aspects of a cottage garden is the way it plays with light and shadow. As the day moves forward, the sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled patterns on the ground. The shadows shift and change, transforming the garden from moment to moment. There are moments of bright, direct sunlight where the colors of the flowers seem to explode in vivid brilliance. And then there are the quiet, shadowed corners where the air is cool and the mood is soft and reflective. It's in these contrasts, the light and the dark, the warmth and the coolness, that the garden finds its balance. The light isn't just something to see, it's something to feel as it warms your skin, highlights the textures of petals and leaves, and draws your eye to the beauty in both the brightest blooms and the softest shades of green. In a world that often feels overwhelming, a cottage garden reminds us of the beauty of simplicity. There's nothing rushed or forced here, just the natural, effortless growth of plants and flowers that have been allowed to thrive in their own way. It's a space where imperfections are celebrated, where the wildness of nature is part of the charm. The garden doesn't demand perfection, it simply exists, inviting you to slow down, to notice the details, and to find peace in the simple act of being present. Whether it's the delicate curl of a leaf, the softness of a petal, or the way the light catches on a blade of grass, there's beauty in every detail if you take the time to see it. A cottage garden isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to feel. It's a reminder that beauty can be found in the quiet moments, in the natural rhythms of life, and in the gentle, unhurried pace of nature. It's a sanctuary, a retreat from the chaos of the outside world, where the soul can rest and the heart can find peace. Whether you're sitting quietly on a weathered bench, watching the breeze ripple through a sea of wildflowers, or simply standing in the middle of it all, breathing in the fresh, fragrant air, you can't help but feel the magic of the garden. It's not just a place, it's an experience, one that stays with you long after you leave. If you've felt the magic of cottage gardens in your heart, don't forget to like this video, share it with others who need a touch of nature's peace, and subscribe to Visionary Designs for more inspiration. Let us know in the comments what part of the garden brings you the most joy.